Hey y'all, I'm going to do a slight comparison of these two flat laps today. This is a 6-inch high-tech. It's an older model. It's about 10 by 10, probably about 20 pounds tops. Same water system, all that good jazz. And here is the 12-inch Marital Covington. Check them out. Hey y'all, one of the main differences is going to be how much working room you have. So with a 6-inch high-tech, you can say you get about 2 1/4. And then you have this lip right here to deal with too that you can bump up against. On the Covington, you have at the very least 6 inches, nothing really on the sides to bump up against. It's grit power. So we're going to start with this one. I'm going to turn it on, get it dripping here. I'm just going to stream it. I'm used to making a mess. I'm going to turn it on up, put it on high. And here goes nothing. Ooh. That right there is me pushing down. As you can tell, and then slowing it down somewhat. That is pretty rough right there. I'm going to go do the other one. Alright, here it goes. Got our water going. We'll turn it all the way up. Alright, so this guy, obviously I'm not going to have a problem which way I turn it. So I'm going to go with what felt more natural. Alright, so now I'm going to test it a little harder, and I'm going to push down as hard as I can while I'm doing this. And yeah, that didn't even begin to make this motor stop. Here's the other comparison I'm going to show y'all. So this goes on one of the 6-inch high-techs. Now they hold it on with a screw and a washer. So you have about 3 pennies worth of room right there to be able to swoop and swap and whatever you got to do. The 12-inch, you got at least 7 pennies worth of room. Right here is removable, so you don't have a pin. So technically you could have up to practically 14 inches of swoop and swap room if you needed it. And there you go. Because I don't know what else to say about it, because it is up to your use and your specific what you're doing as to whether or not these will work for you. So the 6-inch, from what I can tell, obviously you have less room, so that means smaller rocks. Heavier rocks probably be fine, but you're going to have to get used to a little bit of bogging down on it, even if you're not pressing down. This guy, I have not been able to make it bog down. It hasn't mattered what the size rock it is. I haven't made it do it yet. Now, that could be just because I'm new at it and haven't used a truly humongous rock yet. I'm not sure. But there's just food for thought when you're making your choices. And I would say this much though, this one is so small. I think, honestly, in my biggest opinion, an 8-inch is the absolute smallest I would actually go. Now maybe this is what is being used for like the intarsia and just rounding the edges of cabochons and stuff. But if you want to do a face of a rock and stuff, I would at least go with an 8-inch. Now they make a 6, they make an 8. I think those are usually put out by High Tech. And then there is a 10-inch and a 12-inch, and even further up that's made by Covington that I know of so far. And I don't know, you just have choices to make. My personal opinion is I would not go any lower than an 8-inch for what I do. Like I said, if you're just rounding edges of cabochons and stuff, a 6-inch could be all that you need. Just give it some thought before you buy one. For a little bit more information on this right here, so this is a wax pot melter. It gets very hot. Right now, while I am touching it, my finger could slip. It could get in the hot wax, and it would very much burn me. The black part of this machine right here is hot, and I'm actually going to set my stones on it. It is so warm in order to warm them up to help my wax adhere to them. So remember, if you are a child, do not do this without your parents, and follow all instructions. It's very important to be safe. Y'all have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you all the info that you were looking for. And if not, contact me.